Hey guys, this is Game Freak 10,001 with part 3 of Megaman X, and in this part we're gonna finish up the game since there's only one level left, and this is the final level. But before we start him, we're going to fill up on our E-tanks. Because it does take a while to do this, because you have to sit in front of this and basically wait till they drop life energy, and eventually it'll start filling up. You got one fill. Now I'd recommend, unless you are an expert, you do this boss with 4 sub-tanks. At least one. At least 2 or 3 at the least. But if you're an expert and you can do this without sub-tanks, go ahead. Do like a 0 sub-tank run or something like that. But you have done that, and it's kind of harder. It's kind of hard because when you want to heal, you can't, and you have to keep fighting the bosses and stuff. And as for future LP schedules, future LP schedules will start with, after this I will do my Final Fantasy 1 Fire Only run, and then after that I will start Final Fantasy. Then after Final Fantasy, I will move on to... Then after Final Fantasy, I'll move on to Mario Hacks. Please, for me. Then after Final Fantasy, I will play Mario Hacks. I'll play Mario Hacks. And maybe I'll play, and after that I'll play Zelda. And I'm probably going to play Zelda Skyward Sword. And the most, yes, I will do an OP of that game, whether it's on Hero. I'll do an OP of both modes, Hero mode and regular mode. And that's it for like LP schedule for now. This is the final boss. Welcome. I see you managed to get yourself very impressive. I could destroy you, but I would not rob my pleasure. He knows how to deal with betrayers. Should you live, I will be waiting for you. Don't disappoint me, X. How does he know my name? How does he know X's name? Has he been stalking X? I think he has. So this is Sigma's dog, Bill Goddard. You have to defeat it. I didn't split. His weakness is ice. This is basically like a preliminary to the final boss, Sigma himself. This boss does not have a second form. It only has one, which is the dog itself. And now we are going to fight Sigma himself. And he just comes out and teleports out of nowhere. Excellent job, X. I see where Zero counted on you. You're almost as good as hunter as I was, but the time of your destruction has arrived. You shall regret ever having defied me. And basically what Sigma does in this form is he takes out a lightsaber, like in Star Wars. I wonder what Jedi he stole it from. I think he stole it from Yoda. Because, yeah, Yoda's one of the few Jedis you see with the green lightsaber. And Sigma will also go down and shoot out those beams. This has got to be the easiest Sigma compared to X2 Sigma and X3 Sigma. Now, the most difficult Sigma in the first 3 games would be X3. X2's is fairly easy, considering his first form is kind of difficult. Now, after you defeat Sigma, his head will rise to the top of the screen and will attach to this big wolf thing, with this big wolf machine with claws. what you can do is you can do this, what I'm doing, or you can find a spot where you can land on it, where you can sit on its claws and basically just shoot with the buster every single time you have an opening. I haven't gotten the harder part of Six Sigmas. This boss is also known as Velgado too. And the way Six Sigma does in this form is he will also shoot a fire wave across the screen. And he has another feature as well. You'll get to see that where he hasn't brought out his other form, but his other attack is where he will basically shoot these electro balls across the screen, see? And this boss does a lot of damage. Like, you get hit by a couple of his attacks, they do like 1/4 damage, which is a lot. Even though you have about as much health as he does, and your attacks don't do near as much. And as you can see, if you do this, the boss is fairly easy. If you wanted to make the boss harder, you could do him with the buster, which I can do both. I can fight him with the buster and his weakness itself, with his weakness. Now, for beginners, this boss can be really difficult, but for someone like me, this boss is extremely easy. Because I've had experience with this boss. I'm not going to say the first time I ever played this game, I sucked at it. Let me see, I had 1 health, and I had to use so many save states, it wasn't even funny. But, guys, and after you do that, you'll be defeated. No, it's not possible. On a real point, I can't be defeated by you. Why, X? Why have you done this to us? Without the humans, our Red Boy brothers would have ushered in a new age. And that was the final boss. Now it's the ending. This ending is very slow. The war has ended for now, and peace has been restored. Basically, all this is X is looking at a cliff and it's playing text. Those who sacrifice themselves for the victory will never return. That would be 0. Exhausted, X gazes at the destruction he helped cause and wonders why he chose to fight. Was there another way? Which in X2 in the ending in X3 we'll find out what he has to do to save mankind. Standing on the cliff, the answers seem to escape him. He only knows that he'll fight the Mavericks again before he finds his answer. How long will he keep on fighting? How long will his pain last? For 7 more games. His pain will last for 7 more games. Maybe the X-Buster on his hand knows for sure. That's what I never got. How does his X-Buster know the answer? You think he would know the answer himself, but they say maybe his X-Buster knows the answer, which is strange. That's the part of that ending. This is the part that shows all the enemies, but no pictures at all. I kind of wish they would have showed a picture for every single enemy. That way you would know what they looked like, they were, but you don't. Some of them are pretty obvious, like Thunder Slimer and many other things. Death Rogoomer, I don't even know what that is. Scrap Robo, Dig Labor, I don't even know what half the enemies are. Metal Wing, Volbor. It's basically telling you the names of the stages as well. Ladder Yadder, I know what that is. Axe Max, that sounds like a nickname. AT55J. And those are all the bosses of Sigma stages. And now it's actually showing the bosses. It shows the pictures of the bosses, but none of the pictures of the enemies. Flame Mammoth. Now guys, with the next LP, of course, as I said before, we will start with something we didn't start with in this game, which is the dash. After every game after this, you start with the dash, meaning that you don't have to go get it again, which would be really annoying if you had to get it every single time. And they show Zero. But sadly, Zero's dead. And I will not be saying whether Zero comes back in the next game or not. And you as Megaman X. I have to wait for it to play. So guys, I'll let you, there is an extended ending, but I'll let you find out. So this has been Gamer Freak 10,001, and I will see you guys with Megaman X 2.